First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
On to get us started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell. And off we go from Soldier Field. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
On the jump.
Richardson going right to the air. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Luke Kuechly combines speed, intelligence, toughness, puts it all together. It makes plays like the one we just saw there. He may not be a big-time blitzer, but, boy, he knows how to pursue straight ahead and make plays in the run game.
And he is going to have a Bills first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one goes for 24 yards.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Jimmy Graham. 42 yards. And the Bills will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. And the QB rating right now is sky high. 4 for 4 on that opening drive, and it ends with a touchdown pass.
Yeah, I don't know quite how to figure it out. I think I need my friends from MIT to come in and help me. But I think 158.3 is the number one.
Yep, that's
right. That's the
mark.
highest you can get. That's where he is. He'd like to continue on that pace.
Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And bulldozing his way through. And able to get this out to the 25. Play action. Now Williams. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Off the play fake, it's Williams. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They need 18 yards here on 3rd down. Well, looks like they'll move things around here.
70 range. Right there. Hurt. Check go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long, got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Now Lynch running right. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
And his kick is good, and the Bills will add on to their lead. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
So after the made field goal, 10-0 here early as the kick's away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Emmitt Smith, 68 yards. And the Bears are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense.
Yep.
Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. The Bills with a football as we start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Richardson looking to throw. He gets this one to Johnson. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 12 yards that time and a Bills first down. Richardson working from the gun. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find the answers, and they've got to find them quick.
And a big loss moves here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
What a sequence there defensively. You get the sack to move him to 3rd and long. Then here, just nothing available. And he's got to throw it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
60 Maverick! 60 Maverick!
Richardson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
19. Let's go now.
Richardson on 4th down. Looking downfield for Jones. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Bears will get the football back. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A 1st down carry for Smith. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. 80 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground with him, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Now they'll change things up. They'll fake the give. Now Williams. He'll buy some time right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
This complete to Jones. And he's going to be touched down short of a 1st, and it's 4th down coming up. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They'll go. Here's Williams. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. DeAndre Swift from 17 yards out. And the Bears will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point now by Boswell. And that makes it 14-10. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. offense ready to go for their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get in the field goal range. Here's Richardson to throw. And this one is incomplete.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Ready? 60 Bobcat! 60 Bobcat!
Now it's Richardson. Escaping the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Here is 3rd and quite a ways.
Get it!
Now Richardson back to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. Richardson going on 4th down. Gonna let this thing go deep for Gates. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. To throw, Williams. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
To the air, Williams sliding out of the pocket. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. One touchdown is the difference. 17-10 our score, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Second half begins with a run by Smith. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games. And we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the 3rd quarter.
19 tight. Take over.
On 2nd down, here's Smith again. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. 3rd and 8. Here's Williams. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. That's to his running back, complete. Now he's loose at the 40, and he is going to have the Bears first down, and that was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give them a new set of downs.
I'll tell you what, this is not for the faint of heart right here. 4th down, this is taking a big risk. but it's as good a play call as you can imagine. And the defense, just not able to come up with the stop they needed. And this is not just a first down, but a big play as well.
Let's go.
They'll go play action here with Williams. Rolling to his right. Man open, here is Jones. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Julio Jones, 32 yards. And the Bears go up by 2 touchdowns. Boswell for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Oh, he shifts past him. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The keeper there turning into a big play of 23 yards, and it moves the sticks. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll give to Lynch out of the gun. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. Taken down on the play by Aiden Hutchinson.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with Will Peppin.
Richardson under pressure, and down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Back now at Soldier Field. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter. The Bills on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now Richardson, he's going to keep it running right. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Hey, 79 Broncos, 19 Lions, 70 Rangers, 18 Pioneers.
Richardson out of the shotgun. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Here we go.
Able to fight through one tackle. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you've got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone who has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
That'll be especially critical. And got his man complete. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Jimmy Graham with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. So now an important conversion attempt here as the Bills line up to go for two.
Mustang 19. 7 Pirates. Panther 11.
The quarterback will keep it himself. He had the option, decided to keep it. I don't know that it would have mattered either way, though. Defended pretty well.
It really was, wasn't it? Because option plays are really standard two-point calls, and you have to prep against them, and they did their prep well on that one.
And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
47-yard line.
Cup 19.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. On play action, here's Williams. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
You need to give the ball away here in the fourth quarter while you're just holding a slim lead. But that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They'll start on the ground with Lynch. But that won't help at all as he's down at the 4-yard line.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Here's second down.
60 Bobcat.
Richardson. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Trying to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Dragon 60. Cup 19. Cup 19. 60 Eagles. 60.
Here's Richardson. Flush to his right. But that's not going to help the cause as he stops short of the 10. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Okay, ready?
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
Get it?
4th down, desperation time. Here's Richardson. Into the hands of Cooper. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Final minute, no timeouts at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10.
19 tight. 79 Broncos. 19 Lions.
Now Richardson. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Well, this game has not been short on intrigue, but that's...
I came in nothing but them raps, the clothes on my back, them L-dogs, nothing but them blacks, the A